If you want to manifest more money, do not scroll. I'm going to teach you the tea of how I went 1 year ago, not having 2 dimes to rub together, literally not able to buy groceries at Publix and getting my card declined and being completely embarrassed and humiliated, having to call my dad and ask him to cash at me some money so I can buy just vegetables and basic things, to now where I am being a 6-figure woman. This was not easy, and I'm not saying it's going to be easy for you. It's going to be as difficult as you are married to stay stuck. But I want you to have an open mind and challenge yourself in the comments that you're going to stick to a 30-day regime to try to dissolve these money blockages. The first thing I learned when manifesting more money is just energy. That's point number 1 that I want you to make abundantly clear in your mind. And you have to come into this with an open mind. You can't come into it with like, money has to prove itself to me. Money doesn't have low self-esteem. Money doesn't have low self-concept. You do. So this is how I did it. And this is how I teach people to do it in Manifestation University now, where I teach people to go from where I was to where they are now. And people have manifested millions of dollars in that program. For a limited point in time, I'm actually offering double the amount of coaching hours for the exact same price. So if you're interested to get a strategy call and like learn more and like, let's get our money up, let's get our love up, let's get our health up, link is in the bio. So the first thing I would advise individuals is obviously to have that open mind and come into this as if it's a science experiment. Don't come into this trying to get money to prove itself to you, because it does not have a low self-concept. Be open and flexible with your mind. Be willing and bold enough to change your thoughts and understand that changed beliefs is all you need to get more money. I know, I'm living proof of it. The first thing I would advise you to do is get a pen and paper and literally write out all your limiting beliefs, first and foremost regarding your self-concept around money. A self-concept is just literally how you see yourself, but as it relates to money. So as an example, we have a different self-concept for love than money. That's how someone can be really good in attracting money, but really bad in attracting love. So do you identify as someone who is unworthy? I'm unworthy of having more money. I have to work long hours. I have to slave away. I'm not deserving unless I basically kill myself for it. My time is not valuable. I'm never fairly compensated. What are your limiting beliefs surrounding you and money? And then I also even want you to take this a step further and ask yourself, what are your limiting beliefs about money as a whole? Like, do you actually believe that maybe money is corruption? Money is evil. Money is bad. Money is the source of problems. Because we can want something mentally, but be repelling it energetically. Do you think that having a lot of money means that you can be a bad person? Because you're going to subconsciously block yourself from having more money if you pride yourself on being a good person because you don't want to be a bad person. All these factors are taken into consideration. Even you viewing maybe your parents slaving away from money. You seeing them sacrifice hours, you being maybe a child of like an immigrant parent, like how I am. We see struggle and we think that we have to slave away to get it. We have to earn it. And I'm not saying that hard work and dedication are bad features. You need to just repurpose those into manifestation and you can get it to come to you a lot quicker and more abundantly. Once you get aware of your limiting beliefs and you get them out of your body, out of your mind, out of your heart, out of your soul, and onto paper, what you're going to do is you're going to sit with each one and you're going to analyze it. And you're going to start to apply logical reasoning to each limiting belief. Is this belief actually mine, or is this something that maybe society put on me? Is this something that maybe I adopted from my parents? Is this something that just makes me maybe feel safe? Is this something I can look at differently? Is this something that I can shift and look at better? How can I alchemize this story into a better one that I actually want to benefit from? Because how you describe your limitations of you and money I'm willing to bet money that that's exactly how your relationship with money is. That's exactly how life played out for you in the money department. So if you have a belief system that says, I've had to slave away for money, that's a story, and that story is impregnated into the subconscious mind. And I bet how your life worked out is you've had to slave away for money. Why? Because that story's in there. And whatever the subconscious mind knows to be true will be shown to you to be true again and again. So what we want to do is we want to friend our subconscious mind, and we want to try to start to get it on board with new stories we actually want to benefit from. So for each and every limiting belief, as we start to sit with it and as we start to apply logical reasoning to it, we're going to ask ourselves, is this really a story I want to take with me into the future version of myself? Does the version of myself that is wealthy and abundant believe these things? Because we always attract evidence and proof of who we are being, not what we want. People think manifestation is all about, if I want something, I should get it, like an Ariana Grande song. It's so much deeper than that. It's about you attract a mirror reflection of who you're being. And if I'm being the version of myself that has to slave away for money, I will get proof that shows me that fact to be true. Until I'm bold enough to start to rewrite new money stories. So second part of this experiment is you're going to rewrite all your new money stories. You're going to rewrite your new sense of self-worth as it pertains to money. And you're going to start to talk to yourself all day long as much as you can throughout the day and show up in your life and act as if you are that person who has a lot of money. I don't care if you don't have 2 dimes to rub together like myself. The acting as if part you can toss to the side if that's too triggering to you. But the one thing you need to do to manifest more money in your life is to stubbornly persist in a new story and shift the beliefs around I'm not unworthy to I am worthy. You need to shift from I'm not good enough to I am good enough. And not just in this superficial, vain affirming way where you're like, I'm good enough, I'm good enough, I'm good enough. Where's the money? I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy. Where is it? I'm deserving, I'm deserving, I'm deserving. Is it coming yet? Is it on its way yet? That's what I call the window peeking technique. Where you're not actually feeling any different, but you're trying to get like money to come in and you're trying to trick the universe. Until you decide that from here on out, as I'm walking around in my life in this world, I actually deserve to feel good. I deserve to put some respect on my name, and I deserve to decide, because I'm the one that decided I wasn't worthy, I'm going to be the one that decides that I am worthy. I deserve to walk around in my life knowing that I'm an amazing person, knowing I'm the most qualified candidate in any room that I stand in, knowing that I'm worthy of being abundant, of having money come to me from every which direction. I'm deserving of having a more relaxed or softer life, or a life where I just don't have to slave away as much. I can choose here and now in this moment that I can be the person that money just finds me. Money just supports me. I'm always compensated the highest. I'm always given the best raise. People always go out of their way to be nice to me. That no matter what my circumstances may be looking like right now, I know things are moving behind the scenes, and I am willing to be bold and brave enough to persist and live in that end with 100% trust and safety and security that things are going to keep working out for me. Because the one thing we can't do is we can't think against our desire and magnetize it in at the exact same time. And the way you develop belief and trust, because I already know people in the comments are going to be like, but how do you believe? But how do you trust? How did you trust the bad story? One day you just kind of picked it up and you carried it around with you and you never let it go. This is kind of that same thing. You're going to need to put down that object, pick up a new one, and decide, this is how my life's going to go. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain by just giving up the negative stories you tell to yourself about you having a crap ton of money. You don't need to see it to believe it. You just need to tell a different story. And with repetition, internalization of the positive, and letting go of the negative, you can have a completely different money life. Take it from me.